안녕하세요, 플래처입니다. 자, 오늘 이어서 또 호그와트를 즐겨봐야겠죠? 너무 질질 끄는 것 같은 느낌도 있어요. 제가 며칠 안 하긴 했는데 빨리 해치우도록 하겠습니다. 오늘이 사실 영상은 좀 늦게 올라가긴 하는데 오늘 날짜 2월 23일입니다. 어젠가 그저께 엘든링 DLC 발표 소식이 올라왔더라고요. 호들갑 같긴 하지만 제가 엘든링은 안 하긴 했거든요. 근데 DLC 보니까 또 뽕이 올라와갖고 엘든링을 또 하고 싶더라고요. 그래서 DLC 공개하기 전에 엘든링을 좀 해보는 게 어떤가라는 생각도 좀 들고, 우선 이거 하고 다음 게임 할 거 좀 많이 사놨는데 뭐 또 저는 저만의 또 길을 가야 되지 않겠습니까? 우선 이거부터 해볼까요? 언더크로프트 가까운 데가 없어. 어? 어디야? 어? 여기구나.
Brilliant.
이거를 내가 과연 다 모을 수 있을까? 나 거꾸로 가고 있는 거 아니지? 야, 복구는 되니? 저거는 또 처음 보네. 다 왔다.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
그래.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
그래.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
나도 그렇게
I'll
생각해.
decide what's for my own good.
어?
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
뭔
I
일인데?
knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
그래, 그러면은 알려줍시다. 알려주고 하면 되지 뭐. 속일 필요는 없는 것 같아. 속이지 않되? 그냥 하면 돼. 너도 듣고 있었니? 걱정하는 거는 이해가 되는데, 근데 쟤가 구하고 싶어하는 그것도 이해를 해줘야지. 봄바르다? 잠깐만, T였나? 지금 안 배운 게 요건데, 사실 이제 땡기는 거 이거 두 개밖에 없어. 이거 두 개만 배우고 싶고 나머지는 별로 안 배우고 싶어서. 이거 두 개는 나중에 하고 우선은 이거 하러 가볼게요. 쟤는 또 왜 이렇게 멀리 있어? 여기로 가서 이것도 찍으면서 갑시다. 금지된 숲인데 뭐가 많네.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good.
내 거
Whatever the
됐어.
poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why?
콘테일 용
What is
아니야?
it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
그러게 너는 왜 갑자기 위험한 일을 하고 그러는 거야? 후플푸프가 이런 거 해도 돼?
A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
그래도 물러나 주네. 걱정하지 마세요.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
와우.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It
Yes.
seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
그래? 쟤네 원래 난폭했는데.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelt. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land. Revelio.
내 주특기. 내 주특기는 투명 마법 쓰고 과감하게 들어가는 거지.
And where did I set my traps? Was it lower or upper Hogsfield?
Troll you are! Someone messing about?
What was that?
멍청한 녀석들.
My mother used to always say, a clear head makes way for a clear path. I don't know what your path is, since your head's never seen a clear day.
Best thing in the world, finding a beast in your trap.
Patricus Totalis. Revelio. Patricus Totalis. Revelio.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
엄청 넓겠다.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
오.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
역시
Name
제
makes
기억은
sense
틀리지
now,
않았어.
And the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. Yes, a more hushed approach is likely wise.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with them.
Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely.
Who's that? Not quiet enough. Someone been taken out.
Stupid. Crucial. Confirmed. Revelio.
자식들. 투기장 열어서 번 돈 다 내놔.
Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we? That's it.
공평하게 만들어주자고? 너무 좋아.
Revelio.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. Can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
어? 여기서 나 왜 이렇게 느려?
Aloha Mora.
뜨거운 거 아니야?
All right, I have the egg. Revelio.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact.
너도 있었네? 어디야?
Revelio.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Accio. Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Leviosa. Accio.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
뭔데?
Aim for the ring at the front of her restraints.
Accio. This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
와우.
Incendio. This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
그래? 우리
I don't
밀렵꾼이야?
think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here.
알은 우리가
Let's
먹자.
get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Revelio.
아니 우리도 전리품 있어야지. 아직 못 만난 애들 엄청 많네. 프로테거 방어, 고블린 실버 저항, 경관의 모자. 이젠 좋은 장비가 안 나와요. 상점 가서 좀 아이템 정리 좀 하죠. 재채기 나올 것 같아.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
예전만큼 돈도 잘 안 벌려.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
네. 돈 잘 버는 그런 거 없나? 우선 옷가게에 좀 가볼까요? 여기 맞나? 여긴 것 같다.
I'm all out of the new socks, so if your feet are smelly, you'll have to work it out for yourself.
Mine now, Demi guys.
지금 밤 아닌가? 어?
Revelio.
Hello there. Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything.
오. 그래, 이런 거 하나 있으면은 그래, 이거 하나 사자. 이거는 차이가 많네. 크네.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
오. 마침 그리핀도르였어.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
하고
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
그리고 지하 항구에서 필드 가이드 페이지를 수집하고. 지하 항구가 어디야? 이거부터 할까? 이게 그나마 쉬울 텐데. 오라라.
There we go.
와, 멀다. 이거랑 킴브리지 탑. 아, 프레임 드랍.
That's it.
됐고. 저긴 뭐지?
Revelio.
여기 뭐 하는 데야? 그냥 돌아가죠. 학교 밖에 계시나 보네.
Welcome back. Have you finished your
Revelio.
assignments?
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice our restore momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has
적과 대상의 움직임을 둔화시킨다.
about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
어차피 안 써 저런 거. 나 왜 이렇게 인기쟁이? 네티와 얘기해라. 그래, 학교 안에서 좀 얘기하자. 학생들이 왜 이렇게 밖에 싸돌아다녀?
Revelio.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
진짜
I
엄마네.
had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
그 친구는
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
이거 어렵다. 근데 말이 맞아.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
끝이니? 얘는 또 밖에 있네.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
아, 얘랑 또 같이 뭐 해야 돼?
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
그래, 말해줘.
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
그래. 지하 항구가 여기 있나 보네.
Revelio.
어?
Perhaps the book Professor Weasley wants me to get is upstairs.
좋았어. 그래도 여기로 와갖고 기숙사 토큰 하나 더 찾았네. 와, 좋다. 이런데 관광 한번 가보고 싶다. 이런 데가 있구나.
So this is the underground harbour. Revelio.
뭐가 띠링 되는데? 아. 또 있어?
Revelio.
일학년 학생들을 배에 태우고 검은 호수를 건너 호그와트를 내려줄 때 사용되는 선착장이 있다. 아, 저기도 있구나. 아!
Revelio.
다 됐다. 아, 이거 모으는 거였구나. 여기 퀘스트가. 그래, 여기는 이렇게 안 알려주면은 올 일이 진짜 없구나. 여기는. 와, 너무 좋아.
Lumos.
이것 보세요. 여행 외감. 이게 여행이지. 저 여행지 추천 좀. 이런 곳 있나요? 저 이런 곳으로 해외여행 좀 가고 싶거든요. 우리나라는 산이 너무 많아서 이렇게 넓게 펼쳐진 산이 없잖아.
Incendio.
이것도 퍼즐인가?
I think I'd have made an excellent teacher.
이것도 퍼즐인가 보다.
Oh, I don't like how flying.
하나, 둘, 셋. 하나, 둘. 숫자는 총 4개 있고 막대기가 관통한 개수인가? 그럼 요거는 하나, 둘, 3개고 우선 해볼까요?
I hope I'm wealthy enough one day.
요거는 2개. 둘, 이거 4개. 아니네. 아니면 꼭지점의 개수일 수도 있어. 점의 개수. 아니, 점의 개수라고 하면 너무 많다. 면의 개수?
Do we really?
그럼 이거 면이 너무 많아. 뭘까? 작대기 저게 힌트가 있을 것 같은데? 아닌가? 여기 문양이 넘버가 있네. 이런 데는 없는데. 아, 오케이. 너무 어렵게 생각했구나. 그러면 여기에 2야. 요게 4고. 그러면은 1하고 2, 3. 호그와트 비밀 해결.
Revelio.
아, 아니구나. 오호.
I always feel
올라가야 돼?
Revelio. That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be...
looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
너야?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
좋아.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
미쳤나봐.
The snake bird.
No, incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky,
이거는
Felix
알지.
Felicis is
영화에
a banned
나왔거든.
substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
삼형제 이야기에 등장하는 마법 요물? 죽음의 성물.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consist of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
블러저.
The Bludger.
I'm sorry,
케이플?
but the correct answer was
아,
the quaffle.
블러저는 좀
When a
단단한
chaser
애인가?
throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
종 자체가 바뀔까?
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
진짜 어렵다.
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International
마법사
Statute
의회.
of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Peruvian Vipertooth.
Brilliant! Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
하인드 비하인드가 뭐야? 하인드 비하인드?
A demiguise.
Yes! While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a lethifold?
The stunning spell.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus charm. The only known survivor of a lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
이거 어떻게 알아?
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was never tickle a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
그런 게 있어?
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the rune's paw. According to Parselmouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny's School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
The Amazon rainforest.
No, Ilvermorny is actually located on Mount Greylock. The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Virocitiserum.
Incorrect. The answer was Amotentia. Amotentia smells differently to every person according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
I don't have time for another quiz at the moment.
That's fine. Come and find me if you'd like to try later. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
아, 더 안 풀어도
So
되는
these
거였구나.
tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
맵다. 문제의 난이도가 너무 매워. 저걸 듣고 있는데 졸 뻔했어. 오랜만에 학교 수업을 듣는 느낌이랄까?
He's marvelous at astronomy. One day I'll get up the nerve to ask him to show me his favorite star.
Surely it won't be.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her fossils.
Wouldn't be surprised
into an owl to stop students from cheating. Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Beautiful.
Oh, hello.
Goodness.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
근본 마법 아니야 이거?
Beautifully done.
Hello there.
Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying.
Uncle Roland sent us that.
그래? 요거 변신시키면은 다시 안 돌아오나? 그러면은 괜찮을지도?
I haven't been called Puffskein Dunking once since you brought me that venomous tentacular leaf.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumours of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and food, and I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you are paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation.
Glacier! Flipendo! Incendio! Flipendo!
Careful about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Revelio!
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there. Bring some gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
저 로드곡 이상한 놈 같은데.
Who would have thought someone as young as me could save my uncle's life?
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
여기 교수님 방이구나.
It warms my heart to see your interest in herbology, dare I say. Blossom.
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits.
아, 너구나.
I believe that Ranrock's fiends were
누군가
after
했네.
those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
그래, 여긴 좀 조심해야겠더라.
Revelio.
I wonder what animal I'd be.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
어? 오, 여긴 뭐야?
Revelio.
여긴 너무 밝아가지고. 어라? 여기
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
여긴 또 어디야? 빈스 교수님.
Accio. Levioso.
아직까지도 이게 남아있다니.
Revelio.
저 위에 뭐가 상자가 있네? 뭐야? 어디야?
Scribbler's going to have me for that.
I'd like to see your parents.
위로 올라갔나?
I need someone to lend me.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find
Revelio.
her. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Alohomora.
앤이 좋아지고 있대. 그래? 저주를 이제 푸는 거야?
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
오호. (4에 6이면은 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6) 저게 뭐지? 왜 이렇게 잘 안 보여? 저거 무슨 모양이지? 이 모양인가? 아닌데? 아, 이거구나. 4에 3이면 0, 1, 2, 3. 뭐라? 아.
Revelio.
여기 왜 또 띠링대?
Revelio.
I wish I received letters from home more often.
Lumos.
I like the way that my sisters work too. The youngest is learning to genome the garden.
My mother was shocked the first time I
저
sent her an owl.
스핑크스는 아까 본 건데? 이문이었나? 여기 있구나.
Professor Weasley's easily my favourite. Her wand work is exquisite.
어?
I spent hours trying to conjure a meat pie first year, only to then find out about Gaunt's law.
됐고. 오케이, 임페리오. 못 참지, 임페리오는.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
그래?
I'll
진짜
be
얘기하지 마.
interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
어? 그래? 얘기 안 해야 되나? 아, 너네 둘이 좀 화해 좀 해라.
Revelio.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Flipendo. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
거미 곤충 아니야?
Accio.
Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Revelio.
This room is taller than it looks.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous
Revelio.
lock. Brilliant.
Crucio. Revelio. Accio.
응?
Confringo. Accio. Flipendo. Revelio. Compulso. Revelio.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Confringo. Crucio. Confringo! Accio! Revelio!
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb.
Confringo!
Catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Depulso! Revelio!
일로 가야 되나?
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside.
아이템 안 바꾸고 왔다. 다 팔고 왔어야 되는데.
Seems odd.
Revelio! Depulso!
There's something here by the altar.
Revelio!
바보같이 보고서의 윤물 이야기를 꺼내는 바람에 원래 위치에 되돌려 놓으라는 말을 듣고 말았다. 하지만 규칙 준수보다 연구가 더 중요한 법이다. 유럽 발천나무 지팡이의 선택을 받은 자들은 직감력이 탁월하다고 한다. 난 그 말을 믿는다. 그러므로 아무도 보지 않는 사이에 행동을 개시했다. 손조들에게 주석한 일이지만 이분들의 뼈를 열쇠로 사용했다. 이 주문은 적에게 큰 피해를 준다고 한다.
What did you find?
Revelio!
저거 얘기하기 전에
Accio! Confringo! Revelio!
갑자기 다가와서 깜짝 놀랐네.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Accio!
I need to find a safe way across.
Reparo. Revelio. Accio.
Lumos.
여기 원래 뼈 가지고 다리를 만들어야 될 것 같은데.
Confringo.
Perhaps moving piles of bones towards the center will help.
그지? 아, 그거 귀찮은데. 하지 말죠. 이거 그냥 히든으로 아이템 먹는 것 같은데.
Depulso. Revelio.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
여기도 뭐가 많아.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
뭔가 쌓이네.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
If this archway's been barricaded, we can find a way through.
Revelio.
어라? 어디 뼈가 더 있나? 아.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it! I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
당연하지.
Nice. Revelio.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
결국 배우는 방식은 똑같아.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your...
Crucial. Revelio. Confringo. Capulso. Levioso.
아, 결국 풀리네, 저주가.
Revelio. Depulso.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
요거랑 반대쪽도 가보자.
Confringo. Crucial. Confringo. Levioso. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy.
뭐야?
Confringo. Levioso.
Never surprised you made such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Revelio. Confringo.
이걸로 안 붙네.
Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
와우. 이런 게 달달하지. 들어오지 마. 뭐 없어. 여기도 막혀 있고.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
that worked. Keep going.
퍼즐이야?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
이거랑 지금 요거 하나 깠죠?
Accio.
요거랑 어? 이게 아닌가? 잠깐 요거
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
깜짝이야.
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Confringo. Protego. Stupid one. Crucible. Revelio.
와우.
Stupid one. Confringo. Sendo. Confringo.
와우.
Accio. Leviosa. Crucible. Confringo. Levioso.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
그래? 그런 기분 전혀 못 느꼈는데요.
Revelio. Incendio.
어?
Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on, don't give up yet.
유물엔 엄청난 잠재력이 있다. 그 힘으로 모든 마법사는 물론 이 세상의 혜택을 누릴 수 있다. 하지만 그 진가를 깨닫기 위해 들여야 하는 어둠의 희생이 너무 클지도 모른다. 좀 더 알아내기 전까지는 이 유물을 움직여선 안 된다. 해골 3개?
Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be?
Accio. Revelio.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
아, 이거 불안한데?
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
그래, 뭐 난 얘기했다.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
나도 마음이 안 좋다. 아, 저거 근데 좀 걱정되긴 하는데 흑화할 것 같아가지고 세상이 뒤집어지면은 내가 죽여야 될 수도 있잖아. 응? 여기 아니네. 아니, 어디로 가야 돼? 나 길을 모르겠네.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
너는 점점 미쳐가고 있어. 근데 이해는 해. 어떤 방식으로든.
Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
300이니까 뭐 걸어 가보죠. 빨리 따라와라 이 자식아.
Manners are important though, aren't they?
Potato!
Rather unwise. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what has to be done to get this ready. Stupid! It's like ominous. You're only upset her.
Release me! I didn't touch your helm. One less human to worry about.
Potato! Stupefy!
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
왠지 뭔가 애들이 많더라.
I shall avenge your death.
Potato! Stupefy! Couldn't bring you with here!
Sebastian! Be careful!
Accio!
That will cruise them. We'll make them retreat. Leviosa!
Accio!
There's nowhere to go. We have to fight.
Uncle! To the right!
Imperio!
Got him!
Potato! Revelio!
You'll not win here.
Sebastian! Be careful! Mind!
We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
Revelio!
How dare you use war! I will have my revenge!
Sebastian, you fool! Stop provoking them!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
그래야.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
눈치 선 넘었어.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home, from my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
야, 슬리데린.
Revelio.
니값 한다 너. 나도 난데 너도 장난 아니다.
Reparo.
컷신에서
Revelio.
이거 맞다. 여기 상점 있지? 잘 됐다. 잠깐, 나 템 좀 보고. 상점 아저씨 어디 갔어?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately.
그러면 나도 바로 어둠의
Why,
법사 되는 거야.
Sebastian?